Have you ever tried losing weight and started a diet and it didn't work? You basically had to stop or quit at some point. Well, if that is the case, I have a solution for you. I'm gonna give you a hack that I truly believe is gonna change the game for you when it comes to achieving your goals, whether it be losing weight, building more, bigger business, becoming happier, making more money, anything that you want to achieve a certain goal. This hack is absolutely going to help you get there faster, easier, and just make it more likely to actually achieve it. I guarantee it. But before we go there, click the subscribe button, because on this channel, you're gonna learn how to build a strong, healthy, high-performing physique as a successful entrepreneur. So click that subscribe button and let's go. What's up, everyone? This is Coach Amir from sevenfigurebody.com, and in today's video, I have a very, very simple yet extremely effective hack, if you will, for achieving any goal. Whether it be, okay, I want to lose weight and I want to get in great shape, this hack is going to help you do that. If you want to make more money, be happier, build a better business, have better relationships, whatever it is, but specifically in this case, let's take something that is like very measurable. Like, for example, happiness is very hard to measure, but like how much money you make, or in this case, let's say I want to lose 20 pounds of body fat. It's very easy to say, okay, 3 months from today, did you lose 20 pounds of fat or not? Like there's no maybe, okay, we know if you did or not. So specifically for things that are easily measurable, this hack is going to be game changing. And here's what it is. So basically, whatever the goal is, go several levels above that and set that as a goal. And again, I know it's not an earth-shattering thing you've never heard, but please hear me out. So think about, I've always had in the last 20 years, since I was 19 years old, I have met many people who are very, very successful. And I'm always trying to ask them questions, take notes, basically ask a bunch of questions to figure out what is it that makes them who they are, because who they are is actually the reason why they got the results they got, right? We know that. So I'm trying to figure out what is the thinking, the mindset behind it that allows them to achieve this. And I have basically I figured out this pattern that I found between dozens of people who are very successful. And these can also be people you don't know. You can just, see them, watch them on YouTube or somewhere else, hear them speak, and you'll find this a lot. I challenge you to find somebody who is wildly successful, beyond what is, even average successful person, go way beyond. And I challenge you to find somebody who doesn't follow this rule. And basically is, if you want to make $1 million, set a goal for 5 million or 20 million, okay? If you want to lose 20 pounds of fat, and that will get you to, let's say, 20% body fat, set a goal of being 12% body fat. And why this is so important and why it's so impactful and effective is, first, if you think about most of the things that we do in life, the vast majority of them are going to be about us, right? Or when we become parents, it's going to be about us and our children, right? But it's very kind of, I would say, low level. It's just selfishness, right? It's pure survival. How do I get my more money for me? How do I get in better shape so I can look and feel better about me? How do I me? It's all about me, right? So we are wired to think about us. It's normal. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, if you think about most people who are succeeding wildly, you'll realize that they have goals that are way beyond just themselves. So if you think about Tony Robbins, who's, I don't know, but he's probably a billionaire. Why would he, as a billionaire today at, I don't know how old he is, probably 60s or something, why would he still be doing, his seminars that are 3 days long, where he is 12 hours on his feet each day for 3 days? He says he has to go to the hospital a lot after that because everything is in pain, he's hurting. Why would he be doing that if he's already a billionaire, if he was just for money? Why? He wouldn't, okay? So there's something else that is beyond him, because at some point when you have, I don't know, 20, 50, whatever, $1 million, you don't need more money, right? So that's why I also have a huge amount of respect for people who have achieved a level where they don't have to ever work for money again, yet they're still working. That thing that they're doing, whatever that work is, they don't have to do that. So it's not about them. It's about something bigger than them, right? So if you think of Elon Musk, right? These days, every entrepreneur in the world is like, Elon Musk is our God. And certainly he's an ultra successful, just the epitome of success and truly changing the world, if you will. So what is his goal? Do you think his goal is, he's like, okay, I have $200 billion. My goal is to have $300 billion. No, he could care less about, he probably wouldn't buy Twitter if he cared about money, right? So his goal is not to make more money. His goal is not to like, oh, let me be able to buy 100 houses instead of 50 houses. It's about taking humanity to Mars. So where is he in that whole thing? Like, he's going to take humanity and be able to take him there, and they can live like all of us can live, on Mars if we wished. Like, if we take that a little down, because none of us need to be or are Elon Musk. If you take that as, kind of like go down a lot and figure out, let's say you have a goal, let's say you're now a man, 25-30% body fat. You're like, hey, I got to lose 40, 50 pounds of fat. And I don't even know how to do that or how long it's going to take. So let me set a goal of losing the first 15 or 20, which would be an awesome goal, by the way. It would improve your health. You would look and feel better. All the awesome things would come from that. If you are a woman, same exact numbers, it's just about 8 to 10% higher because women have naturally 8% to 10% higher fat percentage than men do, right? So what 10% body fat for a man is, it's about 20% for a woman, et cetera, right? So let's say if you're a woman, you're trying to lose 30 pounds, you're like, yeah, I actually want to lose 10 pounds first. Nothing wrong with that. But set a goal of losing more. Just like if you want to make money, set a goal of 5 times or 10 times. And this is actually, I think, that this actual hack is one of the things that Grant Cardone used for his 10x thing, right? And he now has a big brand of 10x everything, 10x this, 10x that, right? So what is it? He says, what is your goal? And you're like, I want to make $1 million a year. Okay, make that 10 million. Make that goal 10 million. Okay, I want to impact 1,000 people. Okay, make that 10,000. Just 10x the goal, which is basically a more, I would say, like, you just put a number on it, right? Like, okay, 10x it. I love it. It is truly the hack. Why? Because, again, not because there's anything magical around it. It's just because it forces you to think at a higher level. So, for example, let me give you a personal example. So for me, I transform 70 to 100 entrepreneurs per year right now, as my business is for the last, 14 years. Okay. So now if I said, okay, my goal is to go double the business, meaning double the impact, double the amount of people I transform in their lives and the impact that they have. So go from 100 entrepreneurs per year transformed to 200 entrepreneurs per year. Okay, awesome. That would be phenomenal and is going to be phenomenal. But what if I said I need to go from 100 clients to 1,000 clients a year, 10x that? What if I want to have 10,000 clients per year? I have to 100x that, right? It forces me to think at a higher level because not the same thing will be done if my goal is to have 200 versus 10,000 entrepreneurs transformed. Everything's going to be different. The way I do marketing, ads, the sales, the delivery, everything I do in my business is going to be different if the goal is that much higher. So please don't dismiss this as, it's too simple. I didn't know, whatever. Please use it. And one of the things that I wanted to share is in my community, everybody comes because they're overweight and they want to lose weight. Okay, so they come, hey coach, I got to lose this much weight, that much weight. That's great. But really what I want for you and every other entrepreneur watching this channel in any way who interacts with anything that I do online, basically everything that I put out there, if you interact with that in any way, please know that actually what I want for you, the first stage of that is you losing weight and getting in great shape, whatever that means for you. It doesn't have to be, I got abs. I think six-pack abs are heavily overrated. Like most people really, especially men, would have a much better life not having abs, but being around like 13-14% body fat. So you don't have like visible shredded abs, but you're very lean and healthy and strong. But instead of that, that's the first level. But the real goal that I have for you is beyond that, which is you living to be 100 years old or more, being strong, healthy, and high performance, high energy, 100-year-old. Because the impact you have as an entrepreneur, we as entrepreneurs, we literally move this world forward. We create businesses, we create jobs, we have all the innovation. Everything that pushes this world forward is essentially entrepreneurs, right? So as an entrepreneur, your impact is huge. So you living decades longer than you would because of my work is extremely, by the way, got goosebumps. This is extremely rewarding. This is what my mission is. And that's my true goal. So I just had a conversation with a new client. He just enrolled. So this guy is now going to be in probably best shape he's ever been a couple of months from now. But I told him, while you think that is now the goal and it is short term, which is a couple of months, long term, what I want you to do is live 20 to 30 years longer compared to what you would have if you hadn't met me and haven't enrolled in my community. That is the real goal. That is the perfect, in my mind at least, perfect execution of this goal and rule of go beyond the whatever goal here, go much beyond that. So please guys, let me know in the comments if you like this rule. Please let me know in the comments, how can you implement this? Give me an example of when you will use this in order to set a higher goal for yourself, so that we can all, as community of entrepreneurs and as nation, as population and the world, go forward, because at the end, that really is what it's all about. It doesn't matter how many houses or cars you have. Nobody cares. You will not care at some point when you're really comfortable. More money has very, very like marginal to no utility of having more once you've, like live really well. So, like if you have $1 million and now you have 5, what's the difference really? Like, what are you going to buy with 5 million that you couldn't with 1 million? Like, do you need another mansion or another bigger house or whatever? No, but another 100 lives being changed because of you, that matters a lot. At least to me, at least that's what drives me. So as entrepreneurs, I believe that is true for most entrepreneurs as well. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please let me know in the comments how you're gonna apply this video. And if you liked it, please click the subscribe button and share this video and like it as well. And I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.